Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna Hare Hare.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण। Hare Krishna everyone. So today is 10th of November. It is Friday. This Kartika Masa, Damodara Masa, Krishna Paksham, and Trayodasi Tithi. So today it is there is a one event. It is Danta Trayodasi. So Danta Trayodasi it is mentioned in the ISKCON.com. It is the appearance day of Dhanvantari. It is a 5 days festival. So there are a few lines about it. So Diwali festival in India is a 5 day celebration starting from Dhanteras, with every single day having its own significance. Out of this, on the Dhanteras day, people worship Mother Lakshmi Devi and seek her blessings, especially in the form of wealth. The word Dhan means wealth. This makes them think that Dhanteras is only for worshipping Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune. However, this is not a complete understanding. Dhanteras or Dantatrayodasi is also the day when Lord Dhanvantri appeared. This is why it is also known as Dhanvantri Trayodashi, which is the 13th lunar day of Krishna Paksha. Lord Dhanvantri is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu who appeared during the great churning of the cosmic milk ocean with a nectar pot, and who later gave the knowledge of medical science known as Ayurveda to mankind billions of years ago. Yes, billions. It is all recorded in India's great ancient literature called the Puranas. We have to remember, however, that Lord Dhanvantri appeared twice during this kalpa. A kalpa is 1 day of Lord Brahma, which is equivalent to 4.3 billion earthly years. First, he appeared during the churning of milk ocean, and again during the reign of the current Manu in the second Dwapara Yuga. So these are the few lines of the appearance of Dhanvantari. So the first Dhanvantari, everyone knows that he appeared from the milk ocean. That is also mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. In the Dhanvantram Dwadashimam Trayodashimam Evacha Apayat Suran Anyan Mohinya Mohiyan Striya. So that is the 12th incarnation according to the Bhagavatam. That is the first one. And the second appearance of Lord Dhanvantari, the second appearance occurred at the beginning of the reign of the current Manu in the second Dwapara Yuga, 2 billion years ago. Lord Vishnu foretold at the time of churning that Dhanvantari would appear again in the human society, and he offered sacrifices and worshipped by human beings. He would also teach them the science of Ayurveda. Dhanvantari at that time was residing in the heavens, and Lord Indra, seeing the misery of human beings afflicted by disease on earth, requested Lord to teach Ayurveda to the human race. At the same time, the king uh, Drigatamas of Kashi was performing penance, desiring a son. The king decided to propitiate Lord Dhanvantari for the sake of a son. Thereupon Dhanvantari appeared to him and urged the king to choose a boon as he pleased. The king said, O Lord, if you are pleased with me, be my son, bestower of my gold. The Lord replied, So be it, and he vanished. Lord Dhanvantari then appeared in the royal household of Kashi. He developed ascetic tendencies even as a young boy and performed severe austerities. Lord Brahma, with great difficulty, persuaded him to accept lordship over the city of Kashi, and since then he became known as Kashi Raja. As a king, he prepared the Samhitas on Ayurveda in 8 divisions for the benefit of humanity. Lord Dhanvantari's teachings are recorded in the Agni Purana 279 to 289, as well as though through the teachings of his disciple Shushruta. The Srimad Bhagavatam states that Smruta matrarti nashanaha. One who remembers the name of Dhanvantari can be released from all disease. Smruta matrarti nashanaha. So on the Dhanvantari's day in India, at dusk, a lamp pointing towards the north by northeast is lit at the doorstep of the house to welcome Lord Dhanvantari. Devotees seek Lord's blessings on this day for good health, prosperity, and happiness in life. Lord Dhanvantari destroys negativity and gives all auspiciousness to his devotees. So 2 days after Dhanvantari is Diwali, which is the day when Lord Ramchandra returned to Ayodhya along with Mother Sita Devi, brother Lakshmana, his great devotee Hanuman, and other participants in his pastimes of winning over Ravana. So that is about Dhanteras. And we shall quickly enter into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Suta Goswami is saying to Savanakadi sages about how Parikshit has given the 5 places to the Kali Purusha. So those are the places to live for Kali, that is places of intoxication and places where there is illicit association of women and gambling and slaughterhouses. These are the 4 places. And apart from that, on the request of Kali, he has given Jatarupam Adat Prabhu. That is the gold also has been given to Kali Purusha. So this is Punasya Yachamanaya Jatarupam Adat Prabhu. Tato Andrutam Madam Kamam Rajo Vairam Cha Panchamam. So that gold is placed again for all these 4 things. That is Tato Andrutam, that is the falsity. Madam Kamam, pride and also lust. Rajo Vairam Cha Panchamam. So totally everything are included within the wealth or the gold. So likewise, Suta Goswami he is further saying that Parikshit has allowed Kali Purusha to live in those 5 places. So anyone who is wishing for the well-being of everyone, all the society, and especially the kings and the leaders of the society, Brahmanas and gurus, religionists and devotees, they should never ever come into these 5 things. So likewise, Suta Goswami is further saying. So we are in the first canto, chapter 17, verse number 40 and 41. Amuni panchastanani yadharma prabhavah kalihi auttareyena dattani nyavasat tad nideshakrit. Amuni panchastanani hi adharma prabhavah kalihi. Amuni panchastanani, these are the 5 places. Amuni panchastanani, these are the 5 places. He adharma prabhavah kalihi, definitely adharma prabhavah kalihi. The irreligiosity would be influencing from these 5 places. These are irreligious principles. Adharma prabhavah kalihi. Auttareyena dattani. Auttareyena, who is son of Uttara. Auttareyena dattani, he has given these 5 places to Nyavasat tat nideshakrit, to dwell in these 5 places, tat nideshakrit. And for the Kali Purusha, he received those instructions from Parikshit Maharaj. Amuni panchastanani hyadharma prabhavah kalihi auttareyena dattani nyavasat tat nideshakrit. So translation for this verse. Thus the personality of Kali, by the directions of Maharaja Parikshit, the son of Uttara, was allowed to live in those 5 places. And purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thus, the age of Kali began with gold standardization, and therefore falsity, intoxication, animal slaughter, and prostitution are rampant all over the world. And the Senar section is eager to drive out corruption. The counteracting process is suggested above, and everyone can take advantage of this suggestion. So this counteracting process is suggested, Prabhupada has given in the previous purport, that one has to use the gold coins. So instead of paper currencies, actual gold coins should be used for exchange. So that is the suggestion Prabhupada has given. And then further, Swata Goswami is saying, Ataitari न सेवेत बुभूषुः पुरुषः क्वचित् विशेषतो धर्मशीलो राजा लोकापतिर्गुरुः अत एतानि न सेवेत. So therefore, etani na seveta, one should not serve all these 5 places. Ata etani na seveta, buboshuhu purushaha kvachit. Buboshuhu, who is those who desire well-being of everyone. Purushaha kvachit, the people at any point of time, kvachit, in any circumstances. Buboshuhu purushaha kvachit. Ata etani na seveta, buboshuhu purushaha kvachit. These people who are desiring well-being for everyone, they should not come in contact with these 5 places. Atayetani na seveta. Visheshato dharmasilo, especially dharmasilo. Who are those dharmasilas? Raja, Loka, Patir, Guruhu. These are dharmasila who are following the religious principles. Devotees, the king, and the king because he is ruling the kingdom, and he has to be a model, ideal character. Dharmasilo, Raja, Lokapatihi, Guruhu. These are the people. Especially Dharmasilo, those who are on the progressive path of liberation, and the Raja, the king, Lokapatihi, public leader, and Guruhu, Brahmanas and Sannyasis. Atayetani na seveta, Boboshuhu, Purushaha Kvachit. Visheshato Dharmasilo, Raja, Lokapatir, Guruhu. The translation for this verse. Therefore, whoever desires progressive well-being, especially kings, religionists, public leaders, brahmanas, and sannyasis, should never come in contact with the 4 above mentioned irreligious principles. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The brahmanas are the religious preceptors for all other castes, and the sannyasis are the spiritual masters for all the castes and orders of society. So also are the king and the public leaders who are responsible for the material welfare of all people. The progressive religionists and those who are responsible human beings, or those who do not want to spoil their valuable human lives, should refrain from all the principles of irreligiosity, especially illicit connection with women. If a Brahmana is not truthful, all his claims as a Brahmana at once become null and void. If a sannyasi is illicitly connected with women, all his claims as a sannyasi at once become false. Similarly, if the king and the public leader are unnecessarily proud or habituated to drinking and smoking, certainly they become disqualified to discharge public welfare activities. Truthfulness is the basic principle for all religions. The 4 leaders of the human society, namely the sannyasis, the brahmana, the king, and public leader, must be tested crucially by their character and qualification. Before one can be accepted as a spiritual or material master of society, he must be tested by the above mentioned criteria of character. Such public leaders may be less qualified in academic qualifications, but it is necessary primarily that they be free from the contamination of the 4 disqualifications, namely gambling, drinking, prostitution, and animal slaughter. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this is very good instructions given in this purport. and also explained very nicely by Prabhupada and also Savanaka sage who are to be especially not come in contact with this Adharma Prabhava Kalihi, the places of the Adharma principles. These are the Amuni Panchasthanani. These are the 5 places. But gold, somewhere or other, everyone uses gold for their livelihood. But here, so that is also not with attachment. So it is mentioned not with attachment. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Amuni Panchasthanani hi Adharma Prabhavah Kalihi Auttareyena Dattani Nyavasattan Nideshakrit अत एतानि न सेवेत भुवोषुः पुरुषः क्वचित् विशेषतो धर्मशीलो राजा लोकापतिर्गुरुः. Likewise, Saunakadi sages are hearing from Sutta Goswami. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall quickly enter into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is a letter to Satswarupa, October 31st, 1969, date and Hast. It is a long letter. Can I request any dear devotees to read this letter? Okay, I shall read it. My dear Satswarupa, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated October 28, 1969 with enclosures. The pamphlet sermon is not unfavorable. It is indirectly favorable because in that pamphlet, the writer has admitted that the Christian church is waning and people are seeking after some new type of religion. That he has admitted. He says, suppose the Christian church is waning. Suppose even that in 10 years it will have gone out of existence. What then? So these Christian priests are already feeling the pulse of their religious principles, and they are not very much hopeful. He writes another place that a woman being asked by her friend why she was not coming to church. The woman replied, "Oh, we don't go to church anymore. So far as we are concerned, he has admitted that the boy whom he spoke with was soft spoken and polite. He seemed intelligent and had obviously been well brought up." In another place, he says, "What interested me most, however, was that there was a boy who was obviously religiously inclined. He was trying to find God and was trying to help other people to find God, and he had taken up his post in front of Christian church to preach Krishna. Don't you think that indirectly he is feeling the effect of our preaching work, and his whole pamphlet is written as if he is afraid of the Krishna cult, which is spreading like wildfire? So we shall not be at all discouraged by such writings. Rather, we should take the real fact that people are actually hankering after the real type of religion. Yesterday, we had a very successful meeting at Oxford at the town hall. About 350 boys, girls, old men, ladies, and gentlemen participated, and we made them all dance and chant with us. Everyone. After the meeting, many boys and gentlemen came to congratulate me. Out of them, one was an Egyptian gentleman. Similarly, in another meeting in Conway Hall, one Chinese boy came and offered his obeisances exactly like my disciples, bowing down to me, bowing down to my feet. Negro boys are also taking part. So it is a fact that our movement will appeal to the heart of everyone, and they will join us. If one is not very much sophisticated and overburdened by material contamination, then he must respond to our call. The only thing is that we as preachers must be very, very pure, sincere, and serious. The crude example is that when a man is physically very strong and if he has sex intercourse with a woman, she is sure to become pregnant. When pregnancy fails, it is due to the weakness of the male partner generally. Similarly, if we are full with Krishna vitality, then wherever we go, the audience will be impregnated with Krishna consciousness. Now, some of our leading boys, like you, Brahmananda, Tamala, etc., you should be very careful to train your other junior god brothers to the right type of preacher, keeping full faith in Krishna and the spiritual master, and executing the routine works of chanting and following the regulations. That will make you all great preachers, and wherever you go, you will come out victorious. Now, coming to some other points discussed in the Cathedral Sermons pamphlet, we may take notice of the writer's statement, which may help us in understanding the real position of Christian religion. In one of the statements, he says, the Bishop Dean, the former executive officer of the Anglican said to the General Synod of the Anglican Church of Canada last month that he gives the church as it exists today 10 more years of life. The reason the church was dying, he said, was because it had become irrelevant. This means that the church people no more can convince the advanced educated men of the present day. In another place, he says, in discussing the 10 commandments of the Bible about the sanctity of human life, instead of exactly quoting the commandment, thou shalt not kill, he replaces by his own words, thou shalt do not murder, do not murder. But he does not know how his own words reflect to the then society wherein Lord Jesus Christ was preaching. So to say his audience, thou shalt do not murder, means they were very much accustomed to commit murder. So what is the position of that society where the members are accustomed to commit murder? And what class of preaching can be made to such persons? As we see in another religious principle, there is instruction that henceforward you shall not cohabit with your mother. So we have to judge such societies where there are murderers and those having sex life with their mothers. What kind of men they are. In the Bhagavad Gita, the religious principles are divided into three categories in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Generally, all so called principles are in the modes of passion and ignorance. Maybe there are some moral instructions, but moral instructions without God consciousness is impossible to follow. In another place, the gentleman quotes one book written by Professor Charles Smith. The book's name is The Paradox of Jesus in the Gospels. In this book, it is admitted that all the statements in the Bible are not directly spoken by Jesus. Some of them are staged through the mouth of Jesus Christ, and specifically this passage, I am the way, the truth, and the light. No man comes unto the Father but by me. This gentleman admits that it is put into the mouth of Jesus because that is the literary convention of the author of the fourth gospel. Such kinds of observations definitely suggest that there are many passages in the gospel which are later on set up to be spoken by Lord Jesus Christ, but actually they were manufactured by different devotees. So far as our Bhagavad Gita is concerned, we do not find any such thing. Everywhere it is stated Shri Bhagavan Vovacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said. And all the acharyas have accepted these words as they are spoken by the Lord. No authorized acharya has ever commented that it was put into the mouth of Krishna by Vyasadeva or Sanjaya or any other person. I give you all these hints not for general discussion, but your personal understanding to know the perspective, uh, to know the respective positions of different types of religious principles. Ours is transcendental because we are not very much concerned with the minor moral or immoral principles. Although each and every devotee is a first class moralist, but our religious principles or natural occupational duty is to learn how to love Krishna. We are practicing this and we are teaching this. So let us very steadily stick to our principles and our movement will surely come out successful. I hope this made you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. It is a very long letter, so much of reflections in this letter and instructions to Prabhupada Satsvarupa for his understanding about the current society and how what is the situation about the religious groups. So I request dear devotees, any comments that you wanted to make on this letter? Hare Krishna. Ratan Prabhuji. Okay, so this letter is a very, we need to scrutinize this letter. So, but for our understanding, not for the general discussion. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I can focus on the emphasize the first, the most important thing Prabhupada always mentioned about the Christianity, because this main principle was that thou should not kill. It was mentioned by Jesus, but they are not following that. So if they are not following the main principle, then how they can be a good Christian? So that is the more emphasis to that, because we should not kill any animal. So if you are not following that, that is the instruction from Bible. So then that we are not good Christian. So this is the main emphasis of this part. But at the beginning or rest of the part is different thing. But more the core of the letter, I focus on this one. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Any other points, dear devotees? So here, so mostly sometimes when we are spreading Krishna consciousness, some other religious groups, they may be bit opposite. So they also understand this. They're afraid of Krishna cult, which is spreading like a wildfire. But we need to be steady in our progressive teaching, because people are looking for that one, but they don't have information yet. Sometimes if they come to know, it is also another type of faith. They may initially broadly and they will go away, but actually until they come and hear the philosophy and what is happening, they do not understand it. So the information is not reaching to such kind of people. So actually they are actually hankering after the real type of religion. So and only the intelligent class of people, they only take into, unless they are fully immersed themselves into the go to office and but keeping lots of burden on themselves, working morning to evening, night, and then अज्ञाप्तार्धकरणानि सिनिस्ययानाना मनोरथाध्याक्षिणभग्ननिद्राः दैवाः हतार्धरचना ऋष्योऽपि देवा विष्णुसङ्गा विमुखा इह संसरन्ति. Day and night they work on hard. They don't get even sleep in the nights. Ardhakarana Nisayana. They are the Ardhakarana. They're all giving only the pain to the body and mind. They don't yield any auspiciousness. Because of those absorptions, they cannot come to Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, if they're ideal character, just they will take such kind of principles, the higher level principles, and come to Krishna consciousness. As soon as if they hear it, they'll come. So Prabhupada is mentioning here, and some societies are just about criticizing. It is not criticizing. These are the facts. They were teaching it. Do not have sex intercourse with the woman. Who are your mothers? So that is also one instruction. How the degraded society is like that. And also this thou shalt not murder. They have changed. Thou shalt not kill. That is also one thing. These are not based on the regular ordinary people. These are for the religious people, devotees who are following their faiths. This is about those people. But when coming to the ordinary people, there are so many sacrifices following as part of the religious principles in all kinds of religions. So those are those points Prabhupada has given, and also this is not for a general discussion, and it is for the people who already have got the philosophy and to reflect what is about the society and how. And also when we see Srimad Bhagavatam, so the Goswami is saying that Visheshato Dharmasilo Raja Lokapatihi Guruhu. They should not come in contact with these four kinds of irreligious principles: intoxication, illicit association, gambling, and slaughterhouses, this killing of animals. So that way one can check all these things, then they can understand how they can do good for all others. Okay, that is my takeaway. So that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, so tomorrow, Saturday evening, we have got at 7 p.m. Tulasi Katha in the regular Bhagavad Gita session place. So Tulasi Katha is by Krishna Kestas Prabhuji. And tomorrow morning we have got the special Bhagavatam class also on the Brahma has seen the Vaikuntha and Lord is reciprocating to Brahma. So where Lord is going to speak Chatushloki Bhagavata. So that is tomorrow morning, and tomorrow afternoon Krishna Club may resume as usual. That's all updates from me. I don't have any further updates. Dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. So if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां
Patitanam Pavane
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Namo Namo
अनंत
Ananta
कोटि
Koti
भक्तवृंद
Bhaktivinoda
की जय,
Ki Jai.
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Jai.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Thank you everyone.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर